The courage of a leader, fourth pillar is the courage to be bold and create the extraordinary. Go for nothing less than extraordinary. Set goals and create visions that are beyond what you know to be possible. Put the bar way out there. Really go for it. Many leaders are afraid to put the really big goal out there. They think that if they don't achieve the goal, that will discredit them or demotivate those involved. Yet, putting the really big goal out there is how you get the most extraordinary results. You want to put the target out there so far that people have to reimagine every aspect of how the work is getting done. You want and need them to dig in and look under every rock. Incremental goals won't get you revolutionary ideas. If you shoot for the stars and you only get 75% of the way there, you are still reaching the moon. If you shoot for less than the stars, then you might not push thinking to the point where you could reach the moon. I've led the design effort of a Leader Fundamentals program with an extraordinary client team this past year. In this Fortune 50 software company, they are accustomed to making big technical asks and getting them fulfilled. When brainstorming, they go for the ideal. They ask, can we do this? What if we could do that? And they start by assuming that they can. While searching out a solution, every possibility is considered. This is because they are aiming to create an extraordinary experience for the leaders who participate in this program. We've created an engaging and informative multimedia program with calls coming in from experienced leaders to share examples of how it's done, calls coming in from new leaders who have questions just like them, slides, videos, interactive whiteboards, application activities, a place to capture their next steps, and more. And it's all done with one facilitator and one producer because much of it is pre recorded. And this program is highly interactive and scalable globally. Collectively, we are going for 100% satisfaction, 100% understanding of leader expectations, and 100% of participants reporting that they recommend this program for other new leaders. When developing this program, we iterated on ideas. We kept enhancing and enhancing. We ran program segments for large groups of stakeholders, and we piloted the program in all the world's regions. Those responsible for delivery and production spent hours and hours playing the videos in the platform at different times of day, changing up different variables to find the very best settings for optimum streaming and viewing. Working with this client has been exciting, engaging, challenging, and most of all, inspiring. I'm so proud of the program that we have rolled out. And that's because we are a team going for extraordinary. I had the pleasure of interviewing Carrie Ann Royce, President and CEO of the YWCA South Florida for the Courage of a Leader book. Carrie Ann calls herself a futurist. She's naturally inclined to be looking ahead at what's possible. Yet to keep herself in that future facing mindset, she does two things. She embraces her blind spots with the support of others, and she bets on herself. And these two activities work well in tandem. Carrie Ann is continually looking for what she doesn't readily see and where she can learn more or consider new approaches. Knowing that she's regularly uncovering and filling in those gaps allows her to bet on herself. When you're stepping out there in front of everyone else, you've got to be the person who's willing to bet on yourself. Some of us might not consider ourselves futurists. We might not readily see the next big horizon. Don't worry. You can still be a leader that goes for extraordinary. You've just got to involve other people, which all visionary leaders want to be doing anyway. I intentionally surround myself with big entrepreneurial thinkers and people who are constantly pushing me to consider what else is possible. I know I've got the right team around me when I feel overwhelmed. Because being someone who's an innate how to thinker, I know I'm on the right path when I'm feeling uncomfortable and inundated, because then I know I'm stretching the vision to a level where I can't readily see how we're going to get there. And that's when I know I'm going for extraordinary. How do you know when you're going for extraordinary? If you want to take your exploration of courage and how to demonstrate it further, check out the Inspire Your Team assessment. You can find the Inspire Your Team assessment on the Courage of a Leader website at courageofaleader.com/inspire your team. Altogether, no spaces. This assessment will prompt you to consider more aspects of the Courage of a Leader 4 pillars. After taking the assessment, I suggest you really take note of where you are strong. Intentionally lean into and continue to leverage these aspects of your courage. This is where you currently have sources of inspiration for yourself and those around you. Then make note of where you are not able to rate yourself strong. Consider these and how you can use your unique strengths and passion to exhibit this kind of courage. If you'd like support, reach out to me at info@courageofaleader.com. I'd be happy to support you. My favorite and probably the most important courage practice you can engage in is to acknowledge yourself every day for the courage you have demonstrated that day. Maybe you stood up for someone in a moment. Maybe you took the time to get clear about your intentions for yourself and for another person in a situation. Maybe you spoke up in a new way. Maybe you kept a commitment with yourself. Acknowledge these. Recognize the courage of a leader in yourself. This will continue to ignite the courage and the passion inside of you. It will create momentum. And when you continually demonstrate the courage of a leader, you will be inspired and continually inspire those around you. I know you can do this because you've got the courage of a leader.